right. Hello. As promised, this is a tutorial video on how to complete a mass-to-mass conversion problem. So I just want to kind of recap. We did this problem in class. You should have it in your notes, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. So we'll start with example problem number 1 right here on the front side. So it says, in a reaction between elements potassium and chlorine gas, potassium chloride is produced. So you'll notice that we already have a balanced chemical equation. We have 2 potassium molecules plus 1 chlorine molecule is going to yield 2 molecules of potassium chloride. So the problem states, calculate how many grams of potassium chloride is produced from 2.5 grams, so this is our given, of potassium, and then excess chlorine gas. So excess chlorine gas just means that you have enough chlorine to make the entire 2.5 grams of potassium go through the chemical reaction. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the 2.5 grams right here in the given section. So 2.5 grams of potassium. And now over here, what do we want? We want grams of potassium chloride. So before we even start the problem, we need the molar mass. And this is just according to the flow chart that I gave you guys in class. So let's go ahead, and I have my periodic table right here. Let's look up the atomic weight of potassium. So potassium is 39.09. So let's do that. 39.09 units are grams per mole. Now it's just 39.09 since it's just 1 part potassium. Now over here we have potassium chloride. So let's go ahead and copy over the 39.09 grams. Oops. Oh no, my pen turned off. There we go. Per mole. And we need to look up the molar mass of chlorine. Now, I know it off the top of my head, it's 35.45 grams per mole, but I'll go ahead and verify and show it to you guys right here, 35.45. So 35.45 grams per mole. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add up those two numbers. So 39.09, oops, wrong one. Let's bring up Desmos. Okay, 39.09 plus 35.45 gives me 74.54. So the molar mass is 74.54 grams per mole. Okay, and now we have all of the information that's necessary because, let me grab my highlighter, we have the molar mass of potassium. That's going to be used in step 1. We have the molar mass of potassium chloride, and that's going to be used in step 3. The only other thing we're going to need is the mole ratio, and we'll go ahead and target that after we get started with the problem. So let's go ahead and write the given. So the given was 2.5 grams of potassium. Go ahead and do that. So 2.5 grams of potassium. And since you have grams of potassium on the top, that means that when you write the molar mass down, you're going to want grams of potassium on the bottom. And on the top, you're going to have moles of potassium. Now, how many grams per mole is it? Well, according to the molar mass that you guys just calculated, it's 39.09 grams per 1 mole. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cancel the units. Boop, boop. All right, now we're in units of moles of potassium. All right, next step is the mole ratio, and we're going to have to look up our chemical equation to see what the ratio is. So if you guys look at the chemical equation, you'll see that the ratio is that 2 moles of potassium are going to give us 2 moles of potassium chloride. So that means that it's a 2 to 2 ratio, which simplifies to 1 to 1. But we're going to write this officially so that the units cancel, but just know that we're not really going to have to do anything with this mole ratio. So since we have moles of potassium on the top, we'll have moles of potassium on the bottom, and the top we'll have moles of potassium chloride. Our ratio is 2 to 2, but I just want you to know that 2 to 2 is going to cancel. Right? We don't really need to worry about that. But what is important is that moles of potassium are going to cancel, and now we're in units of moles of potassium chloride. So the last step is that we need to convert moles of potassium chloride to moles of, or sorry, grams of potassium chloride. And so how we'll do that is you'll see that on the top, as I circled in red, our units are moles of potassium chloride, and we're going to convert to grams by using the molar mass. So on the bottom, we're going to want to put moles of potassium chloride, and the top we'll put grams of potassium chloride. Now, how many grams per mole? It's going to be 74.54 grams per 1 mole. Let's go ahead and cancel out these units. So moles of potassium chloride cancel, moles of potassium chloride cancels, and we're finally in units of grams of potassium chloride, which is what we desired from the very beginning. Okay. All right, and now we can go ahead and plug this into our calculator. I said this in class. This is basically just multiplying 2.5 by 3 fractions. Let me go ahead and write the parentheses right here. Write the parentheses right here. And write a parentheses right here. So you're going to do, and let me go and grab my highlighter. I'll highlight it in like a different color. Let's make it a neon color. So it's going to be 2.5 multiplied by 1 over 39.09. So we'll be dividing by 39.09. And then it's going to get multiplied by the mole ratio of 2 over 2, which is just 1, so it doesn't do anything. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply it by the fraction of 74.54 over 1. So what we're actually going to plug into a calculator is 2.5 divided by 39.09 and then multiplied by 74.54. So let's go ahead and plug that in. So 2.5 divided by 39.09, okay, gives me 0.06. And then we're going to go ahead and take the answer and multiply it by 74.54. Oops. Oops. Gosh. All right. That gives me 4.76, which I'll just round off to, let's say, 4.8. Okay, so 4.8 grams of potassium chloride. I'll go ahead and highlight that in yellow. Okay, All right, so what have we done here? We started with the 2.5 grams of potassium chloride and we converted, oops, to 4.8 grams of potassium chloride. Sorry, 2.5 grams of potassium, we converted to 4.8 grams of potassium chloride. So in the final step of our graphic organizer, it says calculate the solution, and you would go ahead and put 4.8 grams of potassium chloride. Okay, all right, so now you guys are going to continue to the backside and try them for yourself. You'll notice for question 2, it's a very similar question. Again, a balanced chemical equation gives you the same graphic organizer. And then you'll notice that for questions 3, 4, and 5, I remove the graphic organizer. So maybe just do it on a separate sheet of paper so that you guys can show your work, or you can write it really small, whatever floats your boat. All right, I hope you found this video useful.